Hey everybody, it's
Bum, bum,
Survivor and Chill.
bum, bum, bum,
As always, I'm here with Dylan, and
bum.
we got a new one tonight for you. He'll probably be joining us for as long as he remembers to show up. It's Ben.
I'm
Ben's
not
here.
I'm not new, but I don't come on Thursdays no more, but I come on Tuesdays now.
Whoa,
What,
so you're
what, what,
officially
what,
dropping
when did that come on
Thursdays.
Thursday? When did
Yeah,
that?
I'm dropping Thursdays. It's coming on Tuesdays now.
All right, we'll work on that. We'll check that out. But all right.
Dylan feels a little, you're coming on his territory. You're encroaching, Ben. Watch out, we're gonna get some turf wars.
I'm gonna have my idol pet a curse on you.
DMX taught me anything. It's you shut him down, open up shop. So there you go.
Put him down, open up.
And we got a good show, I think, planned. Well, by plan, I mean that loose definition. We're using that word. But yeah, Dylan and his friend who couldn't make it suffered a personal loss, I guess Dylan said. Something like that. Condolences, buddy.
He'll make an appearance later in the season, I'm sure.
Maybe, yeah, we'll see. I would like to hear from Sam. I know he's always curious about my Canadian heritage, so...
Yes,
but
I'm pretty sure about that. So.
yeah. Yo, Dylan's watched the first 8 seasons. I don't think he watched them in any particular order.
I did watch it in a sort of order, not.
I'm ready to talk about those seasons because those seasons are what got Survivor to its point right now. So, yeah.
Oh yeah, they're definitely iconic, all in their own right. You got some major characters in the first 8 seasons.
Sean Rector.
Yeah, some true legends, and also some characters that I think have a lot of, have aged well, like Wine. Like, I don't know if Sean Rector was he was a standout for Marquesas, but I really think he's got a second coming of popularity here now amongst the newer generation of fans. And there's a couple other players maybe like that.
Hunter Ellis.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. Well, I don't know if Hunter Ellis has got a big popularity push lately, Ben. I don't know, is he even on Twitter?
No, but he was considered for like Survivor Heroes versus Villains, Friends versus Favorites,
really?
the first All Stars, but he declined because I don't know what happened. So
He wasn't very good. He knew not to. He didn't want to put himself through that again. Dylan, you want to set this up for us? Like, talk about what you kind of did. I said I was gonna watch the first 8 seasons in a week. I started on Pearl Islands and I finished the premiere. That's as far as I got. So
That's better than nothing. You know?
I started yesterday night too.
Yeah, you high bastard. No,
I forgot I was supposed to do it. I forgot.
yeah, basically what happened was, so this fall, my buddy Sam started watching Survivor with me because I kind of showed him our podcast. He got kind of interested. We watched Second Chances. He liked the show. He wanted to see more. So I said, all right, we got to start back at the beginning then. And we didn't watch it in order. We watched it kind of in, we watched a couple good seasons in a row, then maybe a couple bad seasons, and a couple good ones.
yeah.
So our order was we watched Pearl Islands.
Okay, yeah, that's a good start. Yep, that's
That's wild
yeah.
that I would think to start on
Yeah.
Pearl Islands as
Yeah,
well.
start on Pearl Islands, then Borneo, then start with
Actually,
Marquesas.
we went Marquesas second.
Yes, Marquesas is a good choice for second or first, but who
Then
knows?
we went Borneo third.
Okay.
Thailand fourth, and he actually really liked Thailand. We'll
Thailand should have been last, or second to last.
Then we watched Africa.
You gotta end with All Stars, Ben. I think you have to end with All Stars.
Well, yeah, true. I forgot about All
Africa
Stars.
was fifth, and then we did Australian Outback, and then Amazon, and then we did finish with the All Stars. So.
Okay.
Amazon, I think you had to get to earlier there. I don't know. Because you went from the stellar gameplay in the Amazon to a little bit of an emotional drag in All Stars.
It was definitely different.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we watched them pretty much in a month and a half, I would say. We finished it up 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago this Sunday we finished. So we haven't had a chance to start up Vanuatu as our next season. We're going to go Vanuatu. So, and the other thing is, when you think about Survivor viewing, you can watch the first 7 seasons in any order. And they would all pretty much be the same. When you get to Palau and Guatemala and those ones, you gotta start watching them in the same order they're aired, because you can't watch Palau or after Guatemala. You can't watch season 11 before Panama before, like,
Well,
because the Hidden Immunity Idol wasn't really developed yet.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
there's some limitations on what you can watch, and so our next batch of viewing is gonna be 9 through 15, which we might watch in that order.
So
Well-
how are you watching these seasons, by the way? Sorry for interrupting.
Because he has never seen Survivor.
No, but like, how are you watching them? Are you watching them from the DVDs or?
Oh yeah, sorry. No. Well, I do have an Amazon Prime membership, which we might utilize. I'm still trying to get my money back for that. I accidentally bought that on Thanksgiving. But
You should have got
otherwise-
Hulu Plus because the no commercials free plan. You can get you can watch like seasons in like probably about a week, like because no commercials.
Well, we have a streaming site we use, which is pretty reliable. It connects to the Chromecast, so
Oh yeah.
stream. But also, there was a whole bunch of seasons on YouTube for a while that they got taken down halfway
Yeah, I
through.
missed those days where all the seasons were YouTube. Like I missed those days.
It was good. So,
It
Yeah,
was the golden ages of piracy. So
I know.
yeah.
but we still did pretty good for ourselves. So, but you know, if I can get that Amazon Prime membership canceled, which I hope I can, because I'm never going to use it. The only thing I'll use it for is watching Survivor. So.
stellar conversation.
I mean, Hulu Plus is like $12 a month, no commercials, so you might as well go with that.
and you're not stealing. So
Yup.
I guess is that Chromecast thing stealing? Don't you pay for that? And
You gotta buy the Chromecast. I can do it with you gotta buy the Chromecast. So
yeah, so okay, we'll digress. There's lots of ways we've kind of gone over some to watch old seasons of Survivor. You got Hulu Plus. If you're in Canada, not really a lot of options for you other than Show Me's got a few old ones. You gotta kind of steal them over here, to be honest with you, or buy the DVDs.
Or like use like a
iTunes.
Like
you can buy them on iTunes like that.
iTunes or Holo, whatever it's called. But
I don't think Canadians can use Hulu Plus yet. I think that's only an American thing, Ben. Because I've tried. So moving on, we got the first 8 seasons. Do you want to start in the order you watched them, or do you want to go through them? I know you said that there's no real progression in the first 8, but there's definitely a strategic progression
Let's start with the base season.
with the way the game's played. I think
I kind of want to watch it. I kind of want to explain the order we watch because you kind of see the evolution of his opinion on strategy and different characters and ideas.
Okay.
In the show. So I kind of want to do it that.
So here we go. We're in Panama.
We're in Panama.
The island.
I told him this is gonna be a really good season. I know there's one specific survivor you're really gonna like, and
And who did you have in mind when you said that, Johnny Fairplay?
I said 2 actually. I said he's really gonna like Rupert, and he's probably gonna like Johnny Fairplay a lot. And I said there's one survivor you actually gonna probably hate. And that was Austin.
or Boston Robin All Stars.
Well, I just meant in Panama, but
Pearl Islands.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's shot in Panama, but yeah, Pearl Islands. So yeah, that first episode, he was loving Rupert stealing the shoes. You know, in the first episode, there's not much strategy going on, so like it wasn't not that exciting in terms of that. But we get to more of Rupert, and he was super pissed, and they're making fun of Rupert. And what he said was Rupert's reverting back to like island culture. He was like he's reverting to the island because like there's a couple moments like when Balboa dies, he's like Balboa's dead. Or like when he's like if this were pirate culture, he'd already be dead. Like talking about Burton betraying the group. He loved Rupert for that, like how he's reverting. He didn't like Burton at all. He didn't like Sean at all. He thought Johnny Fairplay. He thought it was hilarious that Johnny Fairplay was drunk at the first tribal council.
Oh yeah, classic Johnny Fairplay.
Loaded. Yup. So he really liked that. I had a fun time rewatching too because there were some things I had forgotten. Just in general. I mean, I've watched Pearl Island at least 4 times now, so I remember a decent amount from it, but I'd forgotten a couple things throughout the season about different strategies that went awry or whatnot. But yeah, and then we get to
Did you forget Skinny Ryan?
So yeah, let's break it down here because you're just
Yeah,
kind of rambling on here, Dylan. Fuck.
well, I'm kind of,
So you're getting through the season here, and you almost get to where what does he think of the merge? Andrew Savage, because he plays again. He's already seen Andrew Savage in Second Chances, right?
He was
So
a fan of Savage, not gonna lie. He thought it was badass that Savage held that weight, but that was pretty much all he had to say about Savage.
Yeah, so nothing really about Savage. Anything else? Like, you got other characters in the early pre-merge game.
You don't have that many good characters.
To merge, like Rhino, Ryan Shoulders.
Diedrich died.
So he didn't really think anything too much of them. But yeah, I guess there's not a lot to go on, is there?
No, but I will say, I think, besides the dead grandma, which I had already shown him previously, so it wasn't a complete surprise to him, but he had kind of forgotten it. But he also loved when Sandra, this is a moment I forgot, when Sandra throws the fish out after they vote out Rupert, and she's like,
yeah.
I didn't want them to have any of his fish. And everyone blames Krista, and she's like, I can't tell now, but I feel bad. Yeah. So, that was hilarious. She's like, I threw the fish. I can get loud too. What the fuck? I can get loud too.
You do a terrible Sandra impersonation, though.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
I think that moment encapsulates Sandra as a player, because she was willing to throw a close member of her alliance, and probably like she was playing with Krista that entire game, and she did not hesitate to like let them blame that on Krista. She did not. It didn't cross her mind to be like, Krista, it wasn't me, guys. It was Krista. No, Sandra wanted to, like, she did not care. She was not going to take the blame there. And she was also one to stick to her guns. So if she, like, felt like they didn't deserve that fish, yeah, she would toss it. And she would get in confrontations with fair play. And did your friend Sam know Sandra would go on to win again, or did you kind of?
Here's the fucked up part. So we're on the final 5, I think it was. And I have another friend who watches our show and also watches Survivor. He's watched, for a long time. Okay, so he's not new. And my friend Sam, I texted him saying they're watching Survivor, and he's like told him what season they were on, and he goes, "Oh yeah, that's a great season, Sandra, first 2-time winner." And
wow.
Just fucking freaks out. You fucking dumbass. Fuck you, you motherfucker. Like, why the fuck would you say that? Just like start freaking out via text. Cause like he ruined 2 seasons then.
Yeah, he did. That guy's
Okay, sorry to interrupt.
But
he ruined the best 2 seasons.
But you know what?
The best 2 seasons.
He doesn't know what other season she wins, so let's not give any hints.
Yeah, but he ruined the best 2 seasons. Like, he ruined them for
No more, nothing else about.
Right.
I am not revealing which season the other one is, so.
It's heroes versus villains.
Why would you say that?
Look, before we go on, I mean, it's kind of obvious.
I told him that she comes on more than twice, so he wouldn't know which season's the one she wins. But thank you, did.
No, why would you trick him? Why would you trick him?
Heroes versus villains.
I'm trying to make it so he doesn't get spoiled.
Well, tell him not to watch his show then. Like,
tell him not to watch his.
He's not tuning in live.
He might be. I gotta text him now. I couldn't follow my lead. I said don't say anything.
He's not on. We got no viewers. I didn't post a link, so people will be watching this. People watch this on delay. This will be a delay show.
Exactly.
You're lucky I got the event created tonight. Nico left me to my own devices.
Screw Nico.
I got this up. Whoa.
Screw Nico.
Hot take. Real talk.
Why?
Because he came at me wrong on Twitter, so I got him back. So. Yeah.
Twitter beef.
Screw him.
We got a Twitter beef. That's probably why. Is that why you're not on the Thursday show anymore?
No. I'm just.
Twitter beef is real.
Yeah, Twitter beef, and that I have BB King to watch at 8:00. So.
No BB Canada spoilers, please. Anyways.
Okay. Have you seen the first 2 episodes?
They had a quadruple eviction, Dylan.
Shut up.
First ever.
I have them, but we'll get to that at the end of the show tonight.
Okay.
But anyway,
let's discuss about Survivor.
Yeah, let's get through Pearl Islands here.
I
got a lot more to go through.
Alright, so who's your favorite character off of Pearl Islands?
Mine was Rupert. His was Rupert as well. And we all thought Dara was pretty hot.
Mine was either Johnny Fairplay or Sandra.
Nothing can touch the greatest, like one of the greatest characters of all time, Johnny Fairplay. No one touches him.
Anyways, so the next season we watched was Marquesas. All right.
Oh, I have a lot to say about this season, but yeah, but go ahead first.
Well, basically, he thinks Sarah's the hottest woman he's seen on the show so far.
I can agree with that until you get to Amazon. So
Through 2 seasons, through
I
the
think
first 2 seasons he watched, he thinks Sarah's the hottest, or through all 8?
Oh, Zach's freaking out on Skype on me. But
What?
anyway,
what?
you guys see the picture I posted on Skype?
Hold on. Be okay. I'm looking at it right
Oh,
now.
we're real talking. Real talking.
I just love how they
Okay, let's get to the show, Don. You really got a way of dragging things into the
for
gut.
real.
Alright, so.
Alright, so you're on to Marquesas. I'm going to take a lead because you just fucking give us a boring-ass recap of everything. You got some really good characters there. What did you think of Kathy early on? Kathy really struggles early in Marquesas, and you got some big characters on the tribe with John Carroll. Nalia's over there. She's not a big character, but she goes far. Pascal's over there. What did he think of that tribe as a whole?
Dylan, what in the world?
What?
Oh my God!
Did you
have
hear
to
anything
stop.
I said?
Sam thought that Kathy should shut her mouth because she was digging herself a hole. But overall, he did end up. He was rooting for Kathy at the end. So.
All right, and you got also a legend in the making. He doesn't have a great first outing, but he's memorable. You got Boston Rob, and then you also have Ben's probably one of Ben's favorites and my favorite player from Marquesas, Sean Rector.
Okay, let's finish right there.
That is a legend.
He hated Sean Rector. He hated him.
All right, let's use right here. Marquesas and Heroes vs. Villains was Boston Rob's best 2 seasons of Survivor because he was so entertaining and he had the best edit out of everybody on the show. So y'all can't disagree. With me on that. So
Well, yeah, for character-wise, but his best season personally is Redemption Island.
no.
Well, that one put $1 million in his bank account.
Yeah,
Ben,
but
others didn't. So when Boston Rob looks back, he has fonder memories of that than probably anything else. He doesn't remember, he doesn't care about going out, what plays 14th in Heroes versus Villains.
But that was the best season for him anyway.
He was great. He got a great edit in Heroes versus Villains, right?
For real.
But his edit in Redemption Island, in the game that he plays,
it was kind of terrible.
I don't know, the game he plays in Redemption Island, you can say it's against noobs and people who don't know what's going on, but that's the masterclass. That's
a season I'm never watching the game.
That's a groundwork for how you play the game, right? That season right there. If you want to know how to play aggressive, play strong, and try to dominate start to finish, you look at that Redemption Island season and then watch One World. Those are the 2 seasons. You watched Kim and Boston Rob's performances.
One World, I would never watch again either.
Well, Kim is dominant. Kim is as dominant as Boston Rob is on Redemption Island. But we're getting off point. So what did he think of Sean Rector, Dylan? And what do you think? Are you
what did he think of
Sean Rector fan?
I thought Sean Rector was hilarious. Sam didn't like him not doing anything I can.
Okay. But he had.
Oh, go ahead, Ben.
But he had to love the radio show that he did pre-marriage. That was hilarious.
We actually missed that episode, unfortunately.
Oh my God! Really?
So there were some episodes we had to skip because they weren't available on our streaming.
Oh my God, man!
Why?
Why?
I did go show it to him after the season was done on YouTube on a clip of the season. So.
Oh my God! The best moment of the season was right there, the radio show.
I like him. My favorite Sean moment was when Sean freaked out on Boston Rob. But it's Dave's turn to go. That was an alliance. That was sick.
Well, let's get to the strategy bit because we've kind of skipped over that. And in Pearl Islands, you get an interesting.
There's strategy in Marquesas? I didn't remember that.
Oh yeah, I'm going to talk about it right here because in Pearl Islands, you see a little bit of the groundwork that was laid in Marquesas.
I hope your announcement.
I don't know if you noticed that, but Burton, he goes home early. Big alpha male gets blindsided on the Drake tribe, and that groundwork's laid early on in Marquesas when Hunter one of Ben's favorites. Big alpha male gets blindsided by Sean, Boston Rob, and V. Big move. Big move early. And probably the first time we see an alpha male get turned on that early in a tribe setup. That definitely sparks a turn in strategy. And then you see the Burton move. You watched that before, so I don't know if Sam really got the transition. But, you know, that Burton move is thanks large part to the Hunter move.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, he was surprised by the Hunter move, but I mean, it was like whatever.
Dude, you had to love what Hunter had to say on when he left. Like, that was so iconic.
I don't know, man. You're a little more into Hunter than anyone else I've met. So.
You think Gina and Hunter banged during or after the show?
I mean,
I don't know, Dylan. Like, why do you care? Do you want to know the sexual history of every single person that played Survivor?
They're two attractive people. I think
nobody wants to know your sexual history. Like, let's be real. Consists of a grapefruit and an old apple pie. So,
hey.
Right? And all three of you have syphilis. So that's all.
They call me the herdsman.
No, don't steal your jokes from the league. All right? That's a great show, and you tarnish it by touching it with your tongue.
I am totally. I am the Russian of this show.
No, you're more like the Roth. No, you're the dirty Randy of the show. Let's be real. You're totally dirty. You're totally dirty, Randy. I'm probably a little Rafi. I'm the Rafi to your dirty Randy. Ben, you can be Kevin because no one really likes Kevin that much. Let's be real.
Excuse me, I'm the entertaining one on the show right now. So
who are you on the league? Who are you on the league?
I don't know. Probably somebody better than y'all too. So I mean,
hey Ben,
I think Ben's admitting he doesn't watch the league. So
Ben, are you a light sleeper or a heavy sleeper?
I'm a heavy sleeper.
Nice.
Yeah. Why do you think I got this buff in my head so I can sleep good? So.
All right. Let's move on. So yeah, I mean, all right. I'll tell you, Dan. He did not think Vecepia was a good winner. He thought that.
I have to agree with that.
Leave off V. V's one of the greats.
Yeah,
and I'll stand by that.
When you had her as your number one pick, I was like, oh, maybe he's right. I guess I only watched Marquesas twice, and I haven't watched like in 5 years. When we watched it, like, wait, V didn't do shit.
I know. She doesn't do anything until the finale. She doesn't have to.
I still hate Kathy for voting off Sean, so that's
kind of vote.
I just hated her for doing that.
Hey, she did what she had to do. Like, you saw V kind of, and we said groundwork set. I think V set the groundwork for Sanders' game in Pro Islands. Because V was anyone but me to a T a little bit as well. She was willing to turn on Sean and Rob on that first swap. At the merge, she disattached herself from them, made herself able to work with Pascal and Aaliyah, and then she turns on her other alliance mate down the end and then cuts Kathy.
Good.
Well, but I'm just saying. I think she would have lost to Kathy, but she makes a deal with Kathy, right? And that's the first time we see someone renege on a deal like that. First time, Dylan, we see someone do that. And so I think V should get some credit for not only laying the groundwork for Sanders' game, but for cutting deals at the end and not living up to them. I think V had a lot going for her. And if you bring her back, Dylan, if you bring Vecepia back all winter season, she gets to the end again. I don't know if she wins, but she gets to the end.
She's medevac. She's old as hell now.
Yeah, maybe. But if she's up for it, fit enough, I think if she can get through those first couple votes, V gets to the end again and maybe wins.
Let's move on to Borneo.
All right. Well, do you don't want to talk about anything else from? I guess we kind of covered it. You don't want to talk about
why is Nico posting the clip?
The only other thing is I kept telling Sam that Rob and Kathy banged in our little meeting.
It's not true. Why did you tell her that? Dylan, all right, I'm no more talking about people banging.
Yeah, no more,
please. Putting a ban on that. Because no one cares. It just makes you seem like the the dirty pedophile on our podcast. It's getting gross.
I'm Dirty Randy.
Oh.
Whoa.
Get him.
Get him.
Get him.
Hey, I could have talked more shit when he had the long hair and the beard, and he
That was
podcasted as
disgusting. I'm glad you cut
the
that
poor,
off. That
the
was really
poorly lit
gross.
basement. That screamed more of
How is this?
I'm a
How is my
sexual
fucking
predator,
basement
man.
now? How is my basement now less creepy than it was before?
It just looks like you live in the basement of a Halloween store, to be honest
For
with you.
real,
It's kind of
man,
more
like-
cheesy than creepy.
I'm
Yeah.
glad you got rid of that. That
When you add
basement.
like the walls and walls of Santa Claus, that's genuine frightening. Like your
real.
shitty, terrifying, your shitty masks and Frankenstein, they do nothing for me, Dylan.
All right.
That'll do nothing. So next, let's talk about Borneo.
Yeah, we got Borneo. What did he think of the cast of Borneo? You definitely have the probably most iconic cast of all time, I think.
You know, honestly, Borneo was a blur. We got pretty drunk during Borneo.
Bye.
So like, it wasn't really. It didn't really have an
He
impact
had
on
to love Rudy.
The
He
only
had to love
thing,
Rudy.
he can never remember who got voted out. I'd be like, hey, do you remember who got voted out? He's like, no.
And BB, he had to remember Rudy and BB. So don't start.
The only thing he remembered from that season really was when Jervis called them cows.
And that's a great moment because Jervis doesn't even take the heat on that joke.
Well, also because like he thought it was hilarious. Jervis was like, I ain't gonna do work. I don't have to. like was not apologetic at all about it. Just like I'm not gonna do work. Like I'm not here to do that. He thought that was hilarious.
I like Jervis in season 1, but I did not like him when he returned back. I don't understand why they brought him back.
Spoilers. Anyways, I think I told him that.
And shout out to Nico, he got the link up.
Boo,
Get
Nico. Get out.
What are you talking about, Ben? He's doing his job.
I know he's doing his job. I was just messing with him.
Yeah, we needed to get the show up. Like, that's the point of doing the show, for people to watch it.
Yeah, I know.
It's up, the show's up. I hope we got one viewer. Thanks for
probably
tuning
Nico.
in. No, I think it's Greg, because Greg's tweeting at us. So, yeah, I think we got some questions here.
Ooh.
Ooh, okay.
Let me see here. I got to get the old Twitter going.
You should let me do that, but okay.
All right, so Ben, just shut up. Greg says that was great because Joel was the one who took the heat for that cow joke. Yeah, that was a great moment.
Joel.
Joel was like kind of like the alpha male on that tribe.
Yeah, I seen Joe like I think 3 months ago doing the podcast. Like
Yeah, he
looks the same.
posted something on Twitter. Yeah, he does look the same. He does look almost exactly the same.
Yeah, he
What was
does.
his job? Was he a rocket scientist? Or am I confusing him with the
No,
guy?
you're thinking of Dave from Amazon, I
It
think.
looks very similar though.
I think Dave's smaller. I think Dave's got a smaller.
What was Joel's profession though? Was he like an accountant?
I don't know. I don't remember what he did.
But yeah, so yeah, he thought the doctor was fucking stupid.
Dr. Sean.
Sean.
Alphabet Assassin. I think he's got other names, but I prefer Alphabet Assassin.
Oh, we have a problem. Zach has left the Skype chat. I don't know why, but he just left the chat. So I don't know.
You don't need to be. Probably something Dylan said.
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, didn't you see the picture I posted?
Yeah, I was like, oh my
Ben
God.
liked the picture. Ben liked the
You
picture.
had to stop. You got to stop with that, dude.
But-
You got to stop.
I'm getting Ben all worked up.
You got to stop. Oh my God, you got to stop.
You gotta stop. You gotta stop. I'm just kidding. Keep it up, Dylan. I love you. But
the other thing was, I was gonna say, so we also, I don't know if you guys remember at Final Travel Council, Sean's comment to Richard, like, big fat fruity fag dance or something.
yeah, he does. He
That
does
would've-
drop the F word.
But it was aired, and Richard didn't. I mean, that just shows the different times that we lived in 60 years ago compared to now. That shit would not fly now.
Oh no, like you
Yeah, it
definitely
wouldn't.
could get away with that, or even saying that word out in public. I think that's very offensive.
Like what Rudy said to Richard, like that was hilarious.
Yeah, like Rudy calls him that word a couple times, and like
Oh, that's
Richard's okay with it.
no, he said he's queer. He's like that. You know, I didn't
Didn't
know.
Rudy come back like later and
He's
say
like
that
that
on live television?
He's like that queer's the nicest guy out here. Like he works hard, he's smart. If they're athletes, they just listen to him, they get something done. But like Rudy
Yeah.
has like a respect for him. He also thought it was crazy when Richard stepped down at the final challenge. That was badass.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I didn't get that, but okay.
But so what's the best moment from Matt Borneo season, Dylan?
Rudy.
I think the cow moment probably. That's like the most memorable for me.
The cow moment. Really?
Yeah. Well, at least
And what about the Gretchen vote? That's pretty big.
that was good, but again, like I said, it's not, in terms of our watching, he was all fucked up there. He didn't remember she got voted out.
All right, so what's the next season? Let's move on.
Yeah.
Borneo,
The next one was
Borneo sounds like you lost
Thailand. And that Thailand was probably one of his favorite seasons that we watched. Might be number 2, honestly.
Well, who are standouts from Thailand for you, Dylan?
Well, I mean, it's not for me; it's for him. But yeah, I mean, Ted, the standout. Brian, obviously. Rob with 2 B's.
Yes, I love Rob with 2 B's. He was hilarious.
Guys, 2 B's. But I mean, first of all, so first he thought the Ted Gandhi thing was the whole incident. The way they edited it was just hilarious. I'm not even attracted to you. That's his favorite part probably. He thought that when Rob starts choking Clay was hilarious. And when Rob's like, we only lost with a bunch of stupid fucking rules. And then he also just thought Rob was just ridiculous the whole time. Like everything around it he thought was hilarious. So.
Rob's a pretty funny character.
Why hasn't he been brought back? But you bring back Sheehan. Like, I don't get it.
Well, Sheehan made it a little bit further and kind of got screwed over by that early fake merge in Thailand. But like, I don't know, Rob's definitely probably one of the more memorable characters, I think, from that season, if you really think back about it.
Yeah.
I think you got him. I think Brian's memorable as well.
Remember that guy Jed who thought he was the big bad or whatever, but he got blindsided, I guess.
Who? The dentist? Jay?
No, Jed.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think that was the dentist, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you also have...
better get these occupations down. That's me on Survivor Trivia.
yeah, it's going to be 50% occupations.
Yep, 50%.
They're all changing, like Debbie's.
Yeah.
But what did he think of Brian then? I know Brian's someone who you kind of either love or you hate him. I personally love Brian. His business-like approach is something I kind of admired.
When he couldn't remember Sheehan's name, that was another part Sam loved. He's like, Soon Yi or Suk Young or whatever. And he's like, yeah, Sheehan, you mean? The girl we just spent like a whole day rallying to our side? Yeah, her.
Yeah, Brian has some classic moments where he goes real, like, robot. And, like, it's just, like, you can see that he's really disassociated himself with the people around him. He's really just viewing them as, like, cattle he's herding up. Brian's great. Like, I think he's really someone we got to get back on the show. I don't care that he's been blacklisted or whatever. Whatever the rumors is.
Dancing with Cece.
I think we need to get Brian back on our TV screens just to see if he could do anything close. Like, he'd probably go out pretty early, but it would be fun to watch Brian back. He's got just a way of interacting with people that's like, it's kind of greasy, but it's effective. I don't know. He's got a way of talking to people. It's a salesman in him. You got to know how to picture people's motivations, and I think Brian's one of the best at that. And also, he won some clutch immunities down the stretch in that game.
Yeah.
So.
Also, that challenge is that season is one of my favorite challenges. The knife puzzle.
Oh yeah, I remember the knife puzzle where they have to slide. It's like a sliding puzzle, and they got to get it out and cut something.
Mhm. Also, Animorph Lover said that his favorite moment is when Rudy keeps saying "I don't know" in Borneo. That is pretty funny.
Yeah. Oh, the Blair Witch run. And I don't know.
That is pretty funny.
I don't know. You know, I don't know. You know, Rudy's great. Rudy's probably one of my faves.
No, that'll happen.
I don't know.
But yeah.
Okay. So what season were we talking about again? Thailand.
Thailand, yeah. So
That
basically,
bore of a season.
what?
That bore of a season, Tyler.
You know, it really wasn't that boring. Like, yeah, Brian kind of died there, but you know, there was. You know, the only drawback that season was the fake merge. It kind of ended up with a Pagong where you didn't necessarily. Well, you might have had a Pagong regardless, but it would have been different if Sheehan hadn't gotten that first episode. So.
I think there's some great characters that season, and
Penny. I forgot about fucking Penny.
She wasn't great at all. She was kind of boring.
No, she wasn't. She was the
Penny?
evil. She was the evil girl who had the evil eyebrows.
There was Ken. Ken was great. Jake was awesome.
Who's Jake? Is that the old guy?
Jake was the older guy.
Okay.
And then you had Ted and Clay and
Ted
Jan.
Cruz.
Yeah. Pet Cemetery.
Clay was
Helen.
great. Yeah.
Helen's shit. Like the top 5 all were.
We gonna
really
go
good.
down hunting for some fish, y'all.
I would say the top 5 were all great characters in the show.
But like they're very unlikable though in a way, and I think that's kind of got people down at the time.
Clay, Brian, and Helen are all likable.
Yeah.
Yes, I love Helen. Why is it Helen brought back? I don't get that.
Yeah, Helen was a good female character too.
Yeah,
we'll get to it, but
great.
I think there's one female character who's most robbed for never returning from these first 8 seasons. We'll get to her. She's coming up soon.
Oh, in Africa. Yep. I know you're talking.
Oh, not in Africa. She's nowhere near. It's not T-Bird.
No, not T-Bird. It's somebody else.
All right. So what season do we got next? Is it Africa, Dylan?
It is Africa, and you know I told Africa. Yeah. So he starts off. He didn't like Clarence.
Yeah, I didn't like him either. Sorry.
Because he ate the cherries. He thought that was stupid. I felt really bad for Clarence though for the rest of the time. Like Clarence seemed like a generally nice guy. He made one mistake, and he got ostracized for the rest of the time.
I just hated how Big Tom had to cast that fucking vote against him first tribal council. That pissed me off so bad.
Well, just don't eat the cherries and don't eat the beans. He ate 2. I mean, it's probably hard. I mean, I would definitely be a person to be sneaking extra food, hoping no one catches me, but I wouldn't be caught. That's the difference between me and Clarence.
I'll wake up at night while everybody's sleeping. I go home, eat some food, I eat it up, and then next time I be like, hey guys, y'all want some food? Like, sure. So I found my stash and then I shared it all with everybody. Then yeah, that's how we would do.
Yeah. So I mean, Africa was pretty boring, honestly. He loved Big Tom. Big Tom was his favorite by far. He didn't like.
That'd be stupid.
Well, that's not that season, but yeah. You know, he liked Big Tom with the feather in his ass. I got a feather in my ass. And then he's a Jew.
My favorite.
He won't eat the ham. He's a Jew.
My favorite player that season's the great Kelly Goldsmith. I think that's a Rob player.
Yeah,
Kelly back on our screens.
I wouldn't mind.
She was ass bad, but I think she didn't want to be.
Yeah.
I was all drunk, and I'm pretty sure I tweeted at her, and I think she liked my tweet. So thank you, Kelly. Thank you, Professor Kelly.
Kelly's really the first one to really see Lex as the power broker on her tribe and kind of take a shot at him. But
she wasn't even taking a shot at him.
Well, no, she just couldn't really get it together. You know what I mean? Like, she knew it, but she just didn't have the piece. Like, Brandon really fucks things up there. Brandon really screws things up, I think, bro.
I got to backtrack real quick. So, Shut Up Tim is tweeting at us. And back to Borneo, he mentioned snakes and rats speech, Jenna not getting a letter, and as we already talked about, Hatch pulling his hand off the challenge. I will say, when
in the desert,
when Jenna didn't get her letter,
I would not give you a cup of water.
I'll fucking scream to death.
Well, say when Jenna didn't get her letter, Sam just started fucking cackling like a mad.
Ruthless.
I started laughing too. I said we were pretty drunk during Borneo, so.
All right.
Yeah, actually, no, we were pretty drunk during every single season that we watched, but Borneo was a different level. That was when we were filming my Survivor video. Was during Borneo, actually.
Boo.
Booing your video.
You like my video?
No, I didn't like it. I'm just joking, dude. I'm joking.
Our fans loved it.
Relax, I'm joking.
I am not relaxed. I am upset. I am leaving the show now. Goodbye.
Dude, like, chill out. I was joking with you, like, stop.
But anyways, yeah. So Africa, pretty boring overall. Any questions you have from me Dan, about Borneo or
Let's go
Africa?
next.
All right, no question about Africa.
No.
So after Africa, we went to Australian Outback.
Oh, God.
Did Dan freeze out? I think Dan might have frozen out. So just me and you, Ben. Anyways, so Australian Outback. Oh, Nico joined, but I think it's Dan posing as Nico.
2 Dans on the show? Really?
Oh, sorry. I got kicked.
Anyway, we're at Australian Outback, Dan, and he thinks Australian Outback had the best looking women of any season.
I disagree.
Of course he goes.
It did though. Tina, Alicia.
You know what? No, I want to take what season has the best looking cast of guys? That's what I want to get into right now.
All right, fine.
Let's sexually objectify some men for a change.
Australian Outback has Colby and Ken, or Kel, I mean.
Who the hell is... Oh, Kel, the one who stole chocolate.
Yeah. And Mitchell, we have Mitchell.
Who?
I really disliked Mitchell.
I hated Mitchell. I'm glad that statue was ordered out.
Did you know Mitchell was 7 feet tall?
He's like 6 foot. Like,
No. He's the tallest survivor ever.
I know.
Yeah, I did not know that.
He sucked ass. But
yeah, for real.
He could have been better.
He hated Jerry more than I thought he would. Like, he absolutely despised Jerry.
Why would you hate Jerry? Like, come on now.
He was a bitch in
the Black Widow. She was the original survivor in this. Black Widow.
I know. I mean,
she's Mother Teresa compared to these people now. So don't try it.
He was a good character, but I'm just saying, like, he didn't like her. Also, he liked Jenna. He thought I didn't tell him about Hatch killing the boar or the fire, but he thought that was awesome. Straight observation. Did you guys notice when Hatch is on his drugs? Not Hatch. Michael Scooble's on his drugs, and he's like,
don't mention his name on this podcast because he is a disgrace.
He's like, show me Elizabeth. Bring me Elizabeth. I want to see. She's like, I'm right here, Mike. He's like, Elizabeth. Like, he ignores everyone else. It's just like he only focused on Elizabeth. That's pretty creepy. But obviously, yeah, he thought the Kimmy. He thought it was a pretty good season pre-merge. Post-merge, he wasn't a fan. Except for the rice getting carried away. He thought that was funny, too.
Yeah. Tina's boss there, though.
Yeah. Well, he thought it was ridiculous that they ran out of rice in the first place, and then he thought that it was fucked up that they lost it again.
Yeah.
But that's pretty fucked that their camp got washed away. But yeah.
All right, so anything else?
You got Ben going to sleep over there.
I'm not going to sleep. I just want to move on to Amazon.
He was not a fan of Roger. I was surprised.
All right, let's get on.
Either. Because I'm kind of...
We need a better format for next week, Dylan, because this was kind of boring as fuck.
For real, like, you need to hurry up and watch BB King, because I have a lot to say about it. For real.
Damn, we're on Amazon.
We're on Amazon. My favorite season.
Hooray,
let's fire it up.
Amazon,
one of my favorite seasons. Here we go. You got Rob. You got Dina.
The Rob that sucks.
You got Crazy Matt.
You got Heidi. You got Crazy Matt.
You got Ryan. You got Daniel.
You got Roger.
Well, why are you mentioning Ryan and Daniel? They were irrelevant.
Yeah, they were irrelevant, Ben.
we weren't naming the whole cast.
You got Janet, who snuck in, like, whatever that was.
No, she didn't. That was bullshit. Poor Janet.
Legend of the game, Janet Koff.
Yeah, she's a legend for doing that.
She didn't do it, though.
All right, well, Dylan, what are some good, memorable things you took away from Amazon then? Any characters that Sam really loved? I know I loved, like, I didn't remember Rob C as a player. Then I started getting into his podcast. And I watched Amazon again after I got into his podcast, and I'm like, oh my god, I love him a lot. And he's one of my favorite players.
When I first watched the show, I must have been fucking 13 years old. I loved Rob. 12 years old. Rob was one of my favorite people.
See, I don't remember him. Like, I watched Amazon, but, like, I guess I didn't really care for him that much. I don't really... And I love Fair Play, so I figured I would have liked Rob back then, but...
I forgot how big of a villain Rob was in this season. I forgot how much people thought he was a sketchy fucker. Well, my recollection was that he pulled the wool over her eyes and no one caught on to him, but, even episodes like Final 7, people were bitching at him. So I guess I had forgotten that when I.
Oh no, people after Rob makes that move on Alex, they're really angry at him, and that's why the Christie move's so brilliant because it kind of puts him. He gets rid of Christie and puts him smack back in the middle of 5. Right, he's in between the two, and
he's creepy.
So I think Rob plays some brilliant, has some brilliant moments there, and there's
that season was the Rob season. He liked Dina a lot. He thought
I love Dina's my one person I have to say. Rob of returning. I don't know why we haven't seen Dina. She's one of the first great female strategists we see who's really playing the game strategically in the forefront.
She has the classic Survivor demise of being too cocky.
Yeah, and she just made the move. She trusted the wrong people, too. Yep. She trusted Rob, and Rob took that information, and he took it and used it against her. And then he made the move that she wanted to make, I think, the next vote or a vote after that.
Here's the next vote.
And that's really the brilliance of Rob's game that season. Ben, you got anything you think about Amazon? Are you a fan of Amazon as a whole?
I've been watching Amazon since I don't know, 5 years ago, maybe. So I don't know nothing about it, but
great season, bro. Great season.
Yeah, but Rob, he played a good game that season. So yeah.
Yeah, there's some. I think that season's more known for its great vote-offs. Like you have the Dina blindside, the Roger blindside, the Alex blindside.
How can y'all forget about this? The 2 girls jumping off of peanut butter. That was like.
I'm surprised Dylan didn't bring that up, Ben. Yo, Ben, you were calling Dylan out for that stuff earlier, and now you're doing it.
I mean, but at least they have it on national TV, kids, so give me some credit now. So.
All right. And Jenna as a winner, Dylan. I know she's kind of unlikable in that season a little bit, but I'm thinking of you and Sam liked her because she's hot.
Sam was the last 3 seasons here. He was just so pissed every time. He thought Colby should have beat Tina. He thought Rob, Ethan, or Rob should have beat, or Matt or Rob should have beaten Jenna. And even I was blindsided. I thought it was a 4-3 vote. I forgot it was a 6-1 vote.
Yeah, but Matthew was kind of boring, so.
Well, but Matthew was pretty funny, I thought, Ben. I think you got to rewatch it, and then Matthew picks up in the merge for
Mass Saga, and also you can't forget when fucking Butch had 100 days worth of firewood and burned their camp down.
Also,
you have to rewatch.
I think some of the best moments from that season is with Rob and Matt, with Rob kind of teaching Matt how to play the game a little bit. It's no, you got to do this. He kind of through the last couple episodes really takes Matt under his wing and really fucks himself up, right? Because then Matt makes that deal, doesn't he, with Jenna? And that's something Rob kind of told him to do almost. So, I think that's great TV.
I think it was fucked up.
We got to get going to All-Stars, though, Dylan, because I got to go. Or I can leave and you guys can carry on if we
fuck it. All-Stars is okay.
Flop.
All right, well, I'll defend All-Stars a bit. I think when you wanted All-Stars, you wanted a great strategic season. I think what we got was a really good emotional story.
Mediocres.
She's gonna burn a hole in the drift.
All right, but look, there was a couple of people that should have been on. Then Jenna shouldn't have been on. Lewis.
All right, well, who are you putting on, Ben? Who are you people from these seasons you're throwing on?
Dude, I was so mad that Sean Richter was cut.
Yeah.
For worthless people who else?
Who would have took a Sean Rector spot? Probably someone like Boston Rob.
No, not Boston Rob.
Probably Ethan.
Yeah. No, probably Ben Thomas. Take his spot or something.
Ben Thomas is a great character. Ethan,
I think he would be
a winner and not very that memorable. He was a good player, but not a character.
Yeah.
Ethan would be the one who cut. Ethan or Ethan or only Ethan's the only one I can think of that would get cut.
Or Lex probably.
No, you can't cut Lex. Lex is pretty. Yeah, Lex is one of the main tickets in Africa. I think you gotta have Lex on.
Helen was cut
Stars.
too. Like,
Yeah.
like, are you
I
serious?
mean, the
For
girls
Jenna Lewis?
you make a better case for the girls, but yeah, like it would have been nice to see like Helen instead of maybe Amber or Jenna.
No, excuse me. Amber
I don't-
stays, Jenna goes.
No, I think like Amber. I didn't really get Amber on
Or
All
Alicia.
Stars. She wins, and that's great. But I didn't get her casting
Or
there.
Alicia, or whatever her name is, she shouldn't have been on.
Alicia?
Yeah, she shouldn't have been on.
I don't know. She's a pretty big character from Australia. But yeah, I guess like they kind of went with who they thought would be more memorable for
Also,
All Stars.
we didn't need to have I guess Australian Outback was the season they put the most people on from because it was the most popular season.
Yeah.
So people are gonna watch. Remember, they gotta look for viewers, not just. And people despise Thailand. So I mean.
Yeah, you only get Sheehan from that season.
You should have had Rob on that season instead
You only
of
get
like,
Rob from Amazon, right?
We should have had 3 Robs on that season. Like that would have been so fucking epic. 3 Robs on the season.
What did he think? Was he kind of the opinion that Boston Rob got screwed, or did did he understand it though? Did he understand why Boston Rob gets
He thought it was
screwed?
bullshit. He was like, "This is bullshit." Like 3 seasons in a row that where the winner isn't the person you expect to win.
For real.
It's true. I think like for us as Survivor viewers, you watch it now and you kind of see where it's all going wrong for Rob. Slowly but surely, you kind of see him betray ally after ally, send bitter juror.
Don't be stupid.
I mean, I don't know. Like,
Yeah, you gotta see the comparisons to the game he plays there and to the kind of the game Russell Hantz plays a little bit, but Russell Hantz isn't betraying friends, right?
True.
And Boston Rob was a little more personal. He was a little more cold about it. I think if he gone about what he did differently, he could have maybe got away with it. There's nothing wrong with the game he played.
The Lex situation he handled fine. I think. I mean, that's what you say to him. He wasn't.
I think he handled it good in the moment, but I think even Rob has said this. I think he does really poorly in that final tribal. And I think at the start he can win them over, and I think there's a moment where he kind of loses them, and he kind of starts feeling really sorry, and he kind of like starts getting down on himself and not being like he needed to be apologetic, but not lose his sight, and he kind of loses his sight on the goal. He got really rattled in that final tribal.
Well, because Lex had the scathing speech, and Cass was very emotional, and Big Tom
yeah.
I mean, a lot of very harsh words.
You know who else shouldn't have been on that season? Whoa.
Who?
They should have. I mean, they was on the season, but I don't understand why they was. Sue Hawk. I don't know why she was on the season for.
Oh, come on. Sue Hawk is iconic, dude. Sue Hawk's like.
Yeah, I know, but she was kind of like boring though.
Sue Hawk's not boring. Sue Hawk's amazing.
No, I'm okay.
Amazing.
Give me. She was kind of boring until she quit like All Stars. Like.
Oh, she was a little boring on All Stars, but she's amazing on Borneo, dude. She's one of the best parts. Not even up until that point, she's great. Like I think through the whole season, she's got great comments.
I liked her at Borneo, but All Stars she was kind of boring. Like she was a drag in All Stars.
She was a narrator though.
Yeah, she brought it down with the whole Richard drama, but like even the way she goes out is iconic in All Stars.
I'm still dead how I'm still dead how they had Rob sit in the middle of Sue and Richard, and then he didn't get asked one question. No, the whole reunion, like, that was fucked up.
No, I love when Sue leaves and Big Tom starts dancing. He's like, ding dong.
They're ruthless, eh?
That's kind of fucked up how Rob didn't get no questions, but, like, you asked Sue a question and Richard a question.
Rob was so relevant that season. He had no
he
problem.
was, though. He was.
No.
So, do you got anything else to touch on, Dylan?
No.
I apologize
about it.
for one viewer who stuck around.
I'm excited to watch Big Lawsuit with Sam this weekend.
Yeah.
So.
I feel kind of bad for Rudy, though. He got screwed, so.
And what? Borneo?
No, All Stars, too.
And why would you keep Rudy around? It's easy
for the entertainment.
He's lucky he didn't go first.
Yeah. But, so let's move on. What do we got next week planned for Survivor and Chill?
Let's talk about the best season of Survivor ever, which is Heroes versus Villains. Let's talk about that.
No, Ben, we got to wrap up. We can do that another day.
I'll talk about for next week. Next week.
Oh, next week. All right. Well, maybe.
Let's about the show. This should be a secret show. Let's not give it too much away.
All right. Well, we'll do some big
And when I say
Big Brother
secret show,
Canada.
we have no idea what to do next week, so we'll just keep it secret for now.
Okay.
We'll do some Big Brother Canada 4 next week for
Definitely
sure.
some big. I'll do
We'll
some
definitely-
more.
need to, because Dylan, you're missing the good season right now.
All right,
Well,
we'll
I've
definitely.
watched 2/3 of it, so not really. But
All right, so we'll recap that next week. We'll definitely talk some more Survivor-related stuff. Maybe some trivia. You never know. What's in the pipes? Yeah, Dylan's eyes perked up there, so maybe we'll have to arrange something.
there's gonna be me versus Zach, but I think it's gonna be me versus Ben down because.
Yeah, maybe. Well, I don't want to get into it.
Oh,
But,
Nico.
so also Thursday
We got
we got a
Twitter beef now.
Thursday show. What, Dylan? I mean, what, Ben?
Nico, we have Twitter beef now, so let's
Yeah.
get this settled on Twitter.
All
Ben,
right.
you're the swing vote. Join with us. Join me and Dan. You're the swing.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
know the swing.
So here we go. We got a show on Thursday. Bryce can't make it this week. He's I think we're
man.
trying to reschedule that. I was more disappointed than anyone, Ben. I really love Bryce. I love him on the show.
I mean, I was going to
I
make
thought-
that show if he was on. So,
Yeah,
I mean,
I thought him and Kagayan's great for 3
Yes.
episodes, or 2. I guess he's only on there for 2 episodes. but
Yeah.
he's great. And
Yeah.
his podcast appearances are just gold. So
iconic.
hopefully we'll get Bryce on here at some
hopefully.
point and make that work. So you can join us on Thursday. We'll probably be 8 o'clock Eastern time. I think, because I think that's what works best for Dylan, and the whole world revolves around Dylan, as we know.
Which it doesn't, but I don't understand. But it doesn't. It
Uh,
doesn't.
8 o'clock Eastern sounds perfect to me. Thank you.
It doesn't. But okay.
So yeah, I guess we'll see. Maybe the show will be moved to 7 o'clock. That works for me.
That works for me too.
Ben. But we'll see. We'll let you know. I hope you enjoyed tonight's show. We didn't really talk about anything interesting. Dylan wasted your time a little bit. But yeah, we'll catch you next week on Survivor and Chill. Peace,
Deuces,
guys.
entertaining person logging out. Deuces. Bye.
You're so desperate.
I'm entertaining